Have you ever felt your entire life shatter in a single moment? Like every promise you believed in, every dream you invested your heart into, suddenly collapsed into dust, and all that remains is a quiet room, a silent ceiling, and a question that trembles inside your chest. Why did this happen to me? If you've ever been there, this isn't just a story about standing back up. It's the journey that shows you, sometimes, the deepest cracks are exactly where the strongest light begins to shine. When everything fell apart, Ethan felt as if the ground beneath him had vanished. He really believed in this promise, a startup he poured his heart, time, and savings into. Friends told him, "Trust us, we're going to change our lives together." But within months, the project collapsed. People who swore loyalty simply disappeared. Calls went unanswered. Messages were never returned. All that remained were unpaid bills, a dim rented room, and a heart full of bruises. Ethan lay on his bed, staring at the ceiling, feeling like someone had ripped up the blueprint of his life. All the all-nighters, the effort, the excitement, they now felt like a cruel joke. Maybe you felt this too. Betrayed by someone you trusted, crushed after giving everything you had, watching your plans fall apart despite your best efforts. The worst part isn't losing the dream. It's feeling foolish for ever believing in it. Ethan withdrew from people. He wasn't just disappointed in others. He was disappointed in himself. One quiet evening, rain tapping softly against the windows, Ethan sat alone in a small coffee shop. Inside his head, the same question looped endlessly. Why me? An older man at the next table, perhaps the shop owner, noticed Ethan's heavy expression and gently asked, "Son, do you know what keeps people stuck forever?" It's the question, why did this happen to me? The question, what will I do next? That's the one that actually leads you out. Ethan looked up, surprised. The man continued, "I once lost everything too. Trusted the wrong people. Failed badly. But life doesn't owe us an explanation. We are responsible for the answer we choose next." It felt like something shifted inside Ethan's chest, like a window cracked open in a dark room. He realized he had spent so long searching for someone to blame. He had forgotten he still had the power to choose what came after. That night, for the first time in months, he stopped asking why me. He pulled out a blank sheet of paper and wrote one sentence. What can I do from here? The pain didn't vanish, but a new direction formed, a turning point. The next morning, Ethan began reviewing everything with honesty. Not to shame himself, but to understand. He realized he had signed contracts without reading them, trusted promises without checking facts, and avoided learning finance because it intimidated him. These weren't proofs of stupidity. They were a map of missing skills. So, slowly, he began building from the ground up. Online courses, books, a part-time job to learn how real operations worked. Each new skill was like laying down a brick quietly, steadily, without applause. Hard days still came, failed interviews, small projects that fell apart, nights where giving up felt easier. But each time, he heard the cafe owner's voice. Not every challenge is a wall blocking your path. Some challenges are the furnace that forges you. Instead of asking, why is this happening again? Ethan started asking, what is this teaching me? He no longer saw adversity as punishment, but as a personal trainer shaping him. Months later, Ethan joined a new project, not as a naive follower, but as someone who had learned. He read every contract, asked questions confidently, and said no when something felt unclear. The project didn't explode into success, but it was healthy, honest, and meaningful. A friend once told him, "If I went through what you did, I'd be terrified to try again." Ethan smiled. "I used to think falling meant the end. Now I know. If you fall the right way, you stand up a little taller each time." Ethan realized he hadn't just recovered. He had become someone stronger, wiser, someone calmer in crises, clearer in relationships, and bolder in choices. His journey began inspiring others. A younger student failing exams, a friend devastated after a breakup. Ethan found himself saying, "You're not broken, you're being rebuilt stronger." You may not have lost a company like Ethan, but every person carries a promise that once broke, a dream that didn't survive, a scar that changed how they see themselves. This story is a reminder for you. You're not alone. A setback is not the final chapter, just a difficult page. You always have the right to choose your next move. Look back at your past struggles. What did they reveal about your strength? What abilities did you discover through pain? Maybe, without realizing it, you are becoming the Ethan in someone else's story. Someone who shows others it's okay to begin again. Broken promises may wound you deeply, but they can also become the foundation for a spirit that cannot be shattered. What didn't destroy you was only the unpolished stone, and your choices, persistence, and courage are what turn that stone into a jewel. So if you are sitting now in a room filled with the pieces of what once was, start with one question. From here, what will I do next? The rest of the story is waiting for you to write it. Thanks for watching. If this story really struck a chord with you, go ahead and like, share, and subscribe. I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments. Okay, your feedback means a lot.